Hey everyone, Brian Matthews here with another video for you from Southern Pine Outdoors. Today's video is going to be part of a series of videos showing you basically part 1, part 2, series 1, series 2 of restoring this old pole barn that you see behind me. When we first bought the property, the pole barn was covered in weeds, covered in grass, brush, had a whole bunch of trash inside. We've kind of cleaned up the pole barn as best we can or could. Still got a little bit more to do around the back side of the pole barn itself and around one side, and so we're just trying to clean it up, and just wanted to show you exactly our idea behind the pole barn and what we're going to use this old barn for, and kind of, like I say, just give you an update periodically as we get certain tasks done. So if these kind of videos interest you, please hit that like button on this video. Subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned to the next videos to come in regards to restoring this old pole barn. And leave us a comment down below. We'd love to have your input, whether it's good, bad, what we can do to better our videos, make you happy as watchers, viewers, and educate y'all as well, and educate myself, because obviously we are fairly new to the taking care of a larger property. We have you know, right around 10 acres or so. So we want to be able to manage our property and take care of it as best we can, as quickly as we can, and also utilize it to benefit us instead of just having a lot of property without being able to actually use it. So like I say, we do a lot of hunting, fishing, working around the property. We have a garden that we've started this year, and we'll get some videos of those types of videos up as well on the channel. But today, like I say, we're going to get into that pole barn, so stay with us. So as you can see, this is this pole barn that I'm talking about. And when we first moved in, this pole barn had a whole bunch of stuff inside, just trash and things like that. Prior to actually purchasing the property, the previous owners actually kept an old car in here. So there's a lot of things buried in the dirt and stuff like that that I've kind of had to scrape up and clean up, just trying to make it look as good as we possibly can. Over on this side, there was a whole bunch of brush, and it went along kind of where you see the sunlight there and the shadows. It kind of followed that edge all the way across, and this is our garden area here, which leads us into basically what we're using the pole barn for. We're wanting to use it to store for garden equipment. Once we get a tractor and implements and things like that, we'd actually store those underneath here and underneath the lean-to. To be honest with you, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to leave the lean-to like it is or reframe it. You can kind of see up in the corner it's actually kind of coming off the edge because whoever installed it or built it didn't really do that great of a job. But like I say, this kind of going back to what I was originally talking about, cleaning up this side over here to where you can actually drive around. Obviously we're not going to get rid of that big oak tree there anytime soon, but I'd like to be able to drive the tractor straight through if I need to, or the UTV, so I need to get rid of all these stumps down here. And you can kind of see we've started kind of the painting process, so that's probably going to be our first step to really making this pole barn look a lot newer, is just finish painting. And our goal is to paint up to the header up there, and just basically the base of right underneath the rafters, and we would keep the top portion just brown, and this inside, the whole wall all the way across, would be white. Our goal with it, once we do that, I'm planning on taking this farm gate, which was on the property when we bought it, and get another farm gate and just attach them to where they chain up in the middle here, and then obviously they would swing this way. I feel like that would be the best solution. If you have experience with farm gates, please let me know. Would it be better to hinge them over on the outside ends, or would it be better to hinge them on the inside to where you can swing it possibly further out of the way to be able to get a trailer in here? Because I can fit my 6x12 trailer in here pretty easily. The opening's about 10 feet wide, and it's about, I'd say, 20 feet long. Maybe not quite 20 feet, but pretty close. So that's kind of the inside. We'd like to, once we get the thing painted and get those gates installed, at some point we'd like to be able to get gravel down in here, and maybe actually have some gravel that comes out to here. We do kind of have a slope. I know it's hard to tell, but it kind of goes like this, just ever so slightly, so you can see how it's wet on one side and dry on the other, and all the water runs to that hole over there in the corner, and that's why it's washed out, because all the water goes to that side. So we need to fill it up and get it leveled out and do a little bit of grading as well before we put that gravel down. The roof itself isn't in that great a shape, but we're just going to leave it like it is for right now. You can see it kind of bows right there. At some point we'll probably take that off, replace the plywood on it, and put a metal roof on it, and just do away with all of the shingles, because not a fan of shingles on a pole barn myself. And then the outside all the way around, we're going to paint it a barn color red. That way it just stands out a little bit better up against that white, instead of having that kind of that brown color that the previous owners, I guess, whoever had the house before us, decided to paint it. The back wall, kind of going this way on the back side of it, is actually white still, so I don't know if they just decided to paint it a certain color and that's what they decided. This side over here I believe is brown as well, or that reddish brown. Yeah, it's that reddish brown as well, so you can see half of it's actually white over here too. So we've got a good bit of painting to do. The sheet metal up here actually looks decent. I know it's hard to see in the video, but that's kind of our game plan as far as fixing up this old pole barn. Everything on it's pretty structurally sound, other than, like I say, maybe some of the rafters here in the middle and the lean-to over here. We may have to redo some of that, but in regards to just having a simple storage solution for all your gardening stuff, you know, we've got tomato cages, we've got T-posts, we've got random things like that, sprinklers and all that. So we just want to be able to store it all down here. So like I say, stay tuned for part 2 of the next series, and hopefully we will have this thing, at least the interior, painted, and we can kind of show you that and just show you what it looks like and give you updates on this project. So if you like these kind of videos, like I say, like and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you, and we'll talk to you later.